Hello everyone, this is Lolly. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to design a t-shirt. I saw an idea on a t-shirt, but the style of the shirt was not something I could wear, so I thought I would make it myself. And, oops, gotta spell it right too, don't I? Oops. So I'm going to click here. I want these all to be separate lines so I can make them the height and the width that I want. Okay, so I'm just going to highlight all of them and get them out of the way for a minute. I'm going to do the black fill and the black line so I can get an idea of what it's going to look like with my vinyl. And then choose my font. I'm going to come up here, and what I want, I think, is this LW Varsity. Now, I don't like particularly how far away the A and the W are, because if you see from here to here, the letters are very close. But because of the structure of these, it's an optical illusion. The line between these two parts of the letters are really close, but I want them a little closer. So I'm going to highlight, right-click, ungroup, and just slide that A in there a little bit. And I'm going to make sure that these are all lined up now. So I'm going to click over here to the transform panel. I'm going to line them up on the bottom, right click, and group them back together. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to make all of these four lines the same width. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to come over to the scale, lock that scale, the ratio between height and width, and I want to put 5 in here. And this is just so I can have some number that I'm going to use and apply to all of these. And again, always make sure this is locked. Okay, so now kind of eyeball and figure out about where this one does not look like it's, oh, you know why this is not 5 inches wide? Because it's count including a border around it for some reason. Because if you line this up with the left of born, it's not as wide as that. So I am going to enlarge this visually. There we go. Now it looks better. Okay, so I'm lining these up, and then visually, then I'm going to highlight them. I'm coming back over this transform panel. I'm going to line them left to right, and I'm going to align them vertically. And what that does is aligns between the top of this one and between the middle of this one, I guess, and the middle of this one. I'm not happy. I want this a little bit more that way. Again, it's a visual thing. So let's, again, make sure they're centered. And then I'm going to right click and I'm going to group. There are keyboard shortcuts, but I'm using the mouse and my hands are tied, so I'm doing that. I have designed this little t-shirt here. I'm going to copy that and bring that over here, paste it. And the reason I've done this, let me also right click it and send backwards. It's just a way of me to be able to kind of get an idea for what an image might look like on a shirt. This is actually my design here. And what I'm thinking is my t-shirt is a V-neck. So if I put this on the front, that automatically means I have to lower this down. But what I decided to do was to put this on the back of my shirt. And then I'll just take the 60 and I will put that on the front of the shirt, like right here in the top left corner. So I just wanted to see kind of like what that looked like. I'm going to delete that. Now I did put the shirt on and look at it, and I know that I want the overall length to be about 10 inches. So I'm coming back over here, locking the ratio there, and say I want that height to be about 10. Since this is going on my back, I have more room to play. So you see how large that is, and that will also help me get the detail in here. But the one thing I need to do is to get that 60. I could make another 60, and I think I just will, or I could duplicate the one, but I'm just going to go ahead since I have I have this right here at the top here, my most recently used. There we go. I still want to put that in black just for me, for a visual reference here that I can see what it's looking like. Okay, now on the pocket, not pocket, but on the front of my shirt, I did measure, and I know I want that to be 2.5 inches wide. So again, I'm coming over here to that transform or scaling, and I'm going to say 2.5 and apply. Okay. So now I know that I have all of this ready to go on my shirt. And again, if I don't want the 6 and the 0 so far apart, I could ungroup, move them closer together, etc. I think I'm okay with that. And I've got this. I could put that pretty close. I'll just cut the vinyl apart. So now all I would need to do is highlight the whole thing, come over to send, and I will connect this to my Cameo. It's not connected now. Vinyl matte is already selected. Cut is what I want it to do. And so there are so many lines, you really can't tell right here because it's all the lines are so close together. But you can see here there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cut lines to cut out that 0. So this will take a little bit of time. It says my Cameo is unavailable. Let's go plug this in, put my vinyl down, and get cutting. Okay, so I decided to go with this really pretty red here instead of black. And this is the Sizer Easy Weed HTV. So I'm going to line this up with the top left corner. Oops. I'm going to put that pretty side down. There we go. Alrighty, and then this is glossy, so I'm going to change the settings on my Cameo to say it's vinyl glossy. Okay, so I have it set up now. I have my blade set to 2 instead of 1 because my blade is getting a little old. I did reverse the image as you can see, or mirror images that you can see, and I changed the settings to vinyl glossy. I did run a test, it cut well. So now I just need to hit send and it will start cutting. And I will skip this part and get to the weeding. Okay, this is good and cut now. So I'm going to remove it from the mat and stick this down there. And I just want to trim away excess here. Okay, so I have it on a Cricut pressing mat or easy press mat, but I also have one inside. Because of this neckline here, it was going to cause me a big lump. And so I have this set to 315, and I'm just going to give the shirt a little press, make sure there's no wrinkles there. It's 315 for 30 seconds. And it's 30 seconds. I'm going to put that on there and make sure it's covered all the way around. That's the beauty of this nice Easy Press 2, is that it's long. This is the larger one, and so it's covering my entire design. And when this is done, I'm going to flip the shirt over, take the mat out of the inside, flip it over, and do it for another 15 seconds. Okay, now I want to do this part right about there. This would probably be a good one for the Easy Press Mini to get in there. Okay. I'm going to leave that on there and turn it over and do the back side.